That's another win in the bag. We keep doing this. How was that fight for you?
Yeah, the fight was alright. I feel like I didn't perform to my best. But it's okay, we got it down, it's alright.
I mean, you said not according to your best. Why was that?
I mean, I didn't put on more weight grade or anything. I was ready for this fight, but then last week I had to travel and all that. There was a funeral back home. So I came back and I was a bit out of camp for about 4 days. But then there's no excuse. No excuse. We got away with the win, so we come.
Caught him with a big shot late in the fight. Did you think that maybe you could have stopped him then? But he got up quite quickly. Looked like he recovered. He's experienced, the guy. Just give him some credit. Did you think that you could have stopped him maybe late?
If I put on more, if I did put more work rate in the ring, I would have stopped him. But then my legs gave up on me, so I didn't want to tire myself out and all that. So I had to like move, collect points where I could.
I saw that you put 1, 2, 3, even sometimes the 5 combo on, and then you sort of like back off a little bit. Was that because you're worried about the gas tank?
No, not the gas tank, but then the legs, they gave up on me. So I didn't want to like keep on moving and all that. Because the one fight last day, I had cramps in my legs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I didn't want that to happen again.
This is a more polished performance from the last one. Obviously, Wilberforce was a little bit of a harder fight, I'd say. But this one, you did look a bit, you got hit less. How did you feel about that? Would you agree that it's more polished?
Yeah, it's more polished, and I'd say he's unlike Wilberforce. He's experienced as well, but then he's not like Wilberforce. He doesn't know how to like come in and hold. He can hold, but then he only holds and punch and all that. But it's not hard punches when he does that. But Wilberforce, when he holds and punch, he did that.
It was hitting you a lot to the back of the head as well when you were in the clinch. I saw the referee taking a point. I don't know what it was for. I don't know if it was for that.
I think it was for holding.
For holding.
Because he kept on holding and hitting.
Was it a frustrating fight for you?
Sorry?
Was it frustrating to be in there? It didn't look too bad.
No, even if someone come and tries and frustrate me, frustration and boxing are two different things. If I get frustrated, I'll get knocked out. Any boxer that gets frustrated or whatever in the ring, if you have anger problems and get in the ring, get knocked out.
Alan said that you'd probably be back on again next year, February or March, one of the 2 days. What are you going to do sort of in the time building up to that?
I actually just run. I won't do much weight because I have injuries there. But actually, I just want to keep the fitness and the weight on a good level.
What do you want? Do you want a defense of your Pan-African title? Do you want that next title, which is the international title? What do you want?
I want, even if it's an intercontinental title or an international title. But well, that's up to my management and all that. But anything, even if it's an international fight, I'm cool.
Would you like? I mean, I know there's steps in boxing, and I'm going to go off the whole South African boxing scene. I'm going to go elsewhere. Would you like to fight maybe someone from a different continent?
That's my wish. From anywhere, Europe, America,
just a different style.
Asia, yeah.
Do you think that that could probably bring? I mean, WBA is very South American, for example. I don't know if there's a lot of big South American guys, but I mean that would be interesting for you.
Yeah, I'd like to fight. Even if I fight there or here, it doesn't matter, wherever. I'd like to fight an international fight.
Yeah, that's sort of where you have to go. I mean, cruiserweight division worldwide. There's not many South Africans here, or I don't know. There are a lot of guys from Africa, but you're getting to that level now where you're actually outgrowing the African scene as well.
Yeah.
Talking about the heat in there, how hot was it? You look like you're sweating a lot more than usual.
In the ring?
Yeah.
It was very hot. The lights from Super Sport was very hot. But then I'm used to it. I'm used to it.
Sort of feels like outdoor conditions. I mean, I don't know if you've fought outdoors before, but it's extremely hot. Apart from the titles and everything, next year looking into it, because obviously this is probably the last interview we'll do before the year, unless it's another fight that comes up out of nowhere. What do you sort of want to see yourself doing next year?
I'd actually like to have maybe 3 or 4 fights again next year. Take it slowly. I'm not in a rush. I'm 25. I'm not in a rush. I can take like 3 or 4 fights next year. Maybe get the intercontinental or the international title. Defend it a couple of times. I'm not in a rush.
How do you feel? Because obviously Brian got in the ring. He said, like, listen, do you think your work rate wasn't there? Do you think it's a thing of yes, your work rate wasn't there, or do you think it's your style that perhaps that's how you box?
I wouldn't say that's how I box. I think the work rate wasn't there. I wasn't working too much, I can say. I was waiting a lot, moving a lot, focusing so much on counting with the right, and I was missing. But then I didn't put in a good work rate. But it's a learning curve. It's all right.
Of course. And just, you know, lastly, a shout out to anybody.
I'd like to thank my sponsors. I've got Metram, Restonic, Brawl, Chain. I've got my fans. I've got the people from 0892. That's from Malamre. I've got all my fans. I'd like to thank everyone.